What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Today we have everybody's favorite anonymous 4chan plot leak. This one for Deadpool and Wolverine. Super exciting if true, and going a long way in explaining what Ian McKellen's Magneto is doing back and in the film after a seemingly sly confirmation from Sir Patrick Stewart that he'd be back for Deadpool just months ago. Now, I know it feels like a while since we've covered one of these at the channel. Really, it's been a while since one's been posted. December with Kang Dynasty. We're going to do the normal read through it word for word. I'll of course break it down, annotate it where I can with previous plot leaks and rumors we've heard leading up to this one. We'll also issue the normal spoiler warning, talk about what kind of reverence we treat these anonymous 4chan plot leaks with, and why we even cover them at the channel. We're breaking down all the latest for Deadpool and Wolverine and what's going on with the plot and Ian McKellen's Magneto. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report or scoop like we're covering today, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is literally weeks away with Guardians of the Galaxy. Super simple to be entered to win. Just hit the sub button, leave a comment if you want. Stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so first up, as is customary at the channel when we cover this kind of content, the normal spoiler warning, and it goes both ways. Remember to take everything that doesn't come directly from Marvel Studios with a grain of salt. Here at the channel, we'll give a lot more reverence to an industry insider, even a Twitter scoopster, who's willing to put their name on details and when they scoop them. But in the past, sometimes it has been these anonymous 4chan leaks that have been 100% true and when they're correct. So on the off chance that this is one of those and you don't want it to be spoiled, and while you should be treating it as a rumor, you've been forewarned about what we're about to cover. Okay, let's dive right in. It starts by saying Deadpool is arrested by the TVA for time travel. As a penalty, he's given a job to eliminate a rogue timeline where Magneto, played by Ian McKellen, has taken over the world and subjugated humanity, House of M style. Owen Wilson gives Deadpool a handler to keep him out of trouble. Deadpool teams up with Wolverine of this world where Xavier and the Fox X-Men have joined Magneto and basically kills everyone. There are other MCU characters, but very brief mentions mostly, like how Magneto's X-Men killed all of the Avengers. Magneto can control metal and Thor's hammer and has it, but mostly it's its own thing. From there, Deadpool and Wolverine kill everyone. Okay, so first of all, as I mentioned during the prologue, when Sir Patrick Stewart was talking about his upcoming cameo as Professor X, he basically confirmed in not so many words that Ian McKellen was coming back. He said that they actually had plans for the future of those characters, and this would be a great way, a great pitch to make Ian McKellen interested in the character. Hey, you're not just a throwaway cameo, we're actually going to do something completely different and have this be one of the timelines where we see Magneto play out in ruling humanity, and at this point, all the X-Men have teamed up with him. This would also allow Wolverine and Deadpool to go through and basically kill the Marvel Universe, which is what one of the original rumors for this plot was. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe as dragged directly from the comics, and what's beautiful about all of this is it's a completely throwaway timeline. They can do whatever they want with these characters. Now, we've already had the promise of that, hearing that we're going to see probably multiple Wolverines during this film, and Hugh Jackman has doubled down since then alongside Ryan Reynolds with their most recent quotes that this will not be a Wolverine we've ever seen before. That would play directly in line with Ian McKellen getting to play a Magneto we've never seen before, and a timeline of the Fox X-Men universe that even if they would want to do that in the MCU, it could be a decade off at this point anyway with the number of films and sagas between now and then. This could also explain what the actor Matthew McFadden, who's been confirmed to have joined the cast, could be doing in the film. He could be the handler from the TVA that they're referring to. So while this plot leak seems to go a long way in filling in the blanks for what this film will be, also try to remember that it could just as easily be fan fiction, and this is what I'll say about it in that respect. If this is simply somebody's, I wrote this and put it on 4chan, it's one of the better ones I've ever read at the channel. It's actually incredible. This would be an amazing pitch for the film, and I think this goes a long way in sort of highlighting what Marvel has in front of them, that if you have fans who are able to come up with better ideas and premises for the movie, put that online, and you can't even live up to some anonymous fake 4chan leak. If your plot is less than this, well, I would say this is what's been plaguing Marvel, that the fans themselves know about the storylines and the characters, have at least some expectation for how this should play out, and considering considering that Deadpool will be that very first rated R film in the MCU, that the door is wide open for them to make this film anything they want, understanding that the demographic, the majority of people still watching these Marvel films are older and of the age that can watch a rated R film, then I just really hope they go all in sort of serving that up. Yes, let us please see Wolverine and Deadpool, Logan and Deadpool style, go through the old Fox X-Men universe and kill all these heroes. This is something we've never seen in cinema before, and quite honestly, you don't need much more of a plot than that, knowing that all of these timelines are really going to be washed away with major incursions by the time we get to Secret Wars. And, you know, quote-unquote spoiler warning here, but by the time we get to our Secret Wars, it's very likely that the only two timelines that'll be left existing is some remnants of the 616 and the Ultimate 1610, as was from Jonathan Hickman's 2015 run. So really, these timelines are completely expendable. They can erase whatever they need to do with incursions here in the future. They can basically have a no-stakes universe, and while that doesn't sound very exciting, because I would argue films like Ant-Man, who have had no stakes and for quite some time, are the one thing that's been lacking in the Marvel universe, in this case, where they want to do whatever they want to do, having a no-stakes universe is the perfect opportunity. Plus, I also like that this plot leak, and this is the one thing that actually gives me hope, that sort of leaves my ears open as this may be true. It sort of mentions that there will be other Avengers, and that's what you would want. That's how we also get that Deadpool versus Hulk, Wolverine versus Hulk matchup we just talked about days ago. And if you somehow missed that video, I'll make sure to link it at the end of this, but there have been rumors that we would get to see Wolverine fight the Hulk the way they did in the comics from a natural comic book introduction in 180 and then on the cover of 181. This leaves the door open for that as well. It also allows the Fox X-Men characters to interact with our Avengers characters in some alternate timeline where they were able to coexist, which I gotta say is where I really felt like Multiverse of Madness fell down a little bit, and let me explain. It's called the Multiverse of Madness, and we get the tease of Professor X and Mr. Fantastic in a world where they coexist with our Avengers like Doctor Strange, but then we don't really get to see that sort of meaningful interaction. And while that was the setup perhaps for something eventually like this and then Secret Wars, this movie's really starting to feel like Multiverse of Madness 2, and where they can learn from that Doctor Strange film is allowing us to really see on screen what this would eventually mean, meaning Wolverine versus the Hulk, or Wolverine and Deadpool, say, versus some of our Avengers, which I'm going to get into that in a totally different video, but perhaps it's where we get to see new Avengers like Shang-Chi go down, or maybe some of our older Avengers like Thor, especially if Magneto is going to have Mjolnir, which is from the comics. That would be an awesome battle to see, guys. Let me know all your thoughts down below in reaction to this. If this is the plot, how do you feel about it? And if it's not, what do you have as a better plot than this? This is actually what I want to see. Make it rated R, let them kill all the Avengers and X-Men you could sign up for the film. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I mean, how could it be bad? And in fact, I just rewatched Deadpool 2, and I'm going to move that way up the ranks for just overall Marvel films. I actually think in retrospect that film is extremely funny, and maybe I was just a little worn out because it was so close to Endgame when it came out, but I think it's so much better than I remember it being when I first saw it. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are still giving away a PlayStation 5. The next giveaway is Guardians of the Galaxy. It's literally just over a week away. If you want to be entered to win, it's super simple, and all the same rules always apply for all the giveaways. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. Now, incredibly guys, this week my album actually debuted in the top 40 alternative albums in the country, and that was really thanks in large part to y'all's support. You guys streamed it and bought it in mass, and I literally cannot thank you enough. So to all of you who picked up a copy of the Make an Entrance EP by Allfires, you are amazing. Thank you to all of you who have streamed it. Thank you so much. If you want to find it, it's on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires. It's the Make an Entrance EP. I'd really appreciate it if you guys took a listen, because even if it's not for you, just clicking on it helps the algorithm send it to people who do want to hear it. Thank you again, guys, for all your support. I can't thank you enough. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.